Do you love the Malika skirt? Well, if you do, you definitely want to hang around for this modified, beginner-friendly version. Let's go. To get started, print, tape, and cut your pattern. Gather your fabric and a 7-inch zipper. And if you're using woven fabric that frays, make sure you serge or use pinking shears on the raw edges. This is a beginner-friendly modified version of the Malika skirt. There will be no lining, no buttons, and interfacing optional fabrics that you can use. We'll start by lowering the skirt front slit. To lower the slit, the first step is to place the pattern on your body and measure the distance between where the top of the slit hits your body and where you would like that slit to be. Then take that measurement and mark it on your current pattern. This will let you know where you want the top of your slit to be when you make the adjustment. Next, grab one, maybe two pieces of paper, depending on how low you want your slit to fall, and place them underneath of your pattern, ensuring that the paper fills in the slit up to the point where you would like your new slit to fall. Then draw a line between your markings so that you can now mark where you want your new slit to fall on your new pattern piece. Then place that line at the top of your current slit and then redraw the slit where you would like it to be. The top of that slit should touch the top of the line that you just drawed. Now, pull that new piece of paper down and align the line that you just drew with the existing lines that fall on the existing pattern piece. And so it should create a line straight across. Now you're going to tape that new pattern piece in place, and then you're going to cut out your new slit. Now that you have your new pattern piece with your adjusted split, you'll lay it over top of your fabric and begin to cut. Next, we're going to work on our darts. One of the easier ways to cut out a dart is to take your pattern piece and cut one of the legs of the dart so that you can flip it over. This will make it easier to transfer your markings onto your fabric. To make your marking for your dart, turn your fabric right side facing down and then also lay your pattern piece right side facing down. Then take a chalk marker or whatever transferable or erasable marker that you have, and then make the dart by tracing the opening. Repeat this step for each dart. Next, we're going to install the zipper. Because we're working with faux leather, we will not be able to use pins or a basting stitch to install our zipper. We will instead be using basting tape. For more information on how to install an invisible zipper or a regular zipper the traditional way, please see my video for beginners, how to install an invisible zipper. Place your two back skirt pieces together, right sides facing and raw edges even. It may be helpful to clip them in place to ensure that your raw edges stay aligned. Now grab your zipper, open it up, and place the top of the zipper pull at the very top of your fabric. And then place a marking using your chalk at the bottom of the zipper or where you would like your fabric to stop where your zipper ends. Transfer that same marking on the other side of your back pattern piece so you will know where your zipper needs to end when you are sewing the other side of the zipper into the other side of your back skirt piece. Now you will fold and clip your seam allowance, which is what your zipper will eventually attach to. Next, you will finger press this area in between the clips to try to create a small crease. Again, because this is faux leather, you're not able to press or pin this area. Next, you're going to grab your basting tape and you will measure a piece that is the same length as your zipper. Now, move the clips close to the folded edge of your seam allowance and place the basting tape close to the raw edge of your seam allowance. Keeping the clips in place help you to keep the seam allowance folded down until you can attach the zipper to the basting tape. Then use your fingernail or the edge of your seam ripper to score the top of the basting tape, which will help the tape itself adhere to the fabric. And then you will pull off the paper strip so that you will be able to attach your zipper to the basting tape. When attaching the zipper, open the zipper and place the left side of the zipper, right side facing down, onto the seam allowance, aligning the raw edge of the zipper with the raw edge of the seam allowance. Next, we're going to sew the zipper down to the left side of the seam allowance only. Again, we are only sewing the left side of the zipper down to the left side of the fabric, left back of the skirt, the seam allowance only. You will do this using a zipper foot, and because this is not an invisible zipper, you do not have to get as close to the zipper teeth. You can stay in the seam of the zipper. Don't forget to backstitch at the beginning when you start and at the end when you finish. Now we're going to repeat the same steps that we did on the left side on the right side. We're taking the seam allowance on the left side of the skirt and we're folding it back and we're clipping to help hold it in place. We're taking a piece of zipper basting tape, the length of the zipper, and we're applying it to the seam allowance. Close the zipper to make it easier to lay the zipper and align the zipper onto the right side of the seam allowance. In order to put the right side of the zipper onto the right seam allowance, you will need to remove the clips. Just make sure that you have the seam allowance folded down. So you may want to do some additional finger pressing before you remove all the clips. It also might be helpful to place a clip at the top to help keep that right side folded down until you're able to secure the zipper. Once you have the seam allowance, the right side of the seam allowance folded down, you can remove the paper backing of the basting tape and then apply your zipper, again, lining the raw edge of the zipper tape with the raw edge of the right side of the seam allowance. Now you're going to sew the right side of the zipper tape onto the right side of the seam allowance. Again, because this is not an invisible zipper, you do not have to get as close to the zipper teeth. You can literally stitch your sew line in the middle of the zipper tape seam allowance. Now that you have your zipper installed, you can finish sewing the back center seam of your skirt. So you'll begin by aligning the remainder of the raw edges of your skirt, starting with the very end of your zipper. You will want to have some of the bottom portion of the zipper enclosed in the seam. So you'll start your stitch of the center seam just slightly above the end of the zipper, and then you'll continue to clip the raw edges of the center seam of the skirt all the way from the beginning of where your stitch will start at the bottom of the zipper and then all the way to the end of the skirt. The next step is to stitch your back center seam at 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. Don't forget to back stitch at the beginning and at the end. Next, we're going to work on our darts. To make it easier to align your darts, you can place a small clip in the end of each one of the darts. Then you're going to fold it over, right sides facing, and align the clip on each side. Again, because we're using a faux leather, you cannot use pins. You will need to use clips to hold your dart together until you're able to stitch it. Once you have your dart clipped, you'll take it over to the sewing machine and stitch your dart. Repeat this step for each of the darts that you have. You have 2 back darts and 2 front darts. Next, we're going to attach the front of the skirt to the back of the skirt at the side seams. So you're going to place the back of the skirt with right side facing up. You're going to lay on top of it the front of the skirt with the right side facing down. Then you're going to align your raw edges and your notches, and you are going to clip from the top of the skirt at the side seam all the way to the bottom of the skirt on the side seam. And you'll do the same thing for both the left and the right side. When you finish clipping, you'll take it over to the sewing machine and you'll stitch at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance on both the left and the right side. Now we're going to use our waistband, and instead of attaching it as waistband, we are going to actually use it as a facing. So you're going to take that waistband and you are going to place it face down onto the right side of your skirt. You're going to start with the zippered edge and you're going to fold out the seam allowance of the zipper, and you're going to align the raw edge of the zipper with the raw edge of your waistband, which going forward I will refer to as your facing. So you're going to clip all the way around, aligning the raw edges from one end of the zipper edge all the way to the other end. Again, you're going to align the raw edges of the top of the skirt with the raw edge of your facing, and they will be placed right sides together. Now we're going to sew the facing onto the skirt. Start with the short edge of the facing, the side that is aligned with the zipper tape. You're going to sew along the raw edge, getting a little closer to your zipper teeth. Pivot at the corner and sew along the top at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Pivot again and sew to the end. Then clip the excess zipper tape in the corners and turn the facing to the inside, and you're done.